been meaning to start vlogging for a long time now. In fact, I'm meaning to start a podcast for a long time now, but I think that even though you have to stop and be present to watch videos, I just think there's so much more value to be had in this. As long as the person that you're watching can give you value, can add value, can make life interesting. So, yeah. I just thought you could see everything that's overtaking me now, can't you? Oh look, this car that's about to come up to me is the exact duplicate of the car I'm driving. There he goes. This is obviously faster than mine. And 3 years newer as well. So yeah, I'm going to start vlogging. I probably don't know if I'll do a lot of stuff in the car, because a lot of people get a bit sketchy like this, but I've got 2 hands on the steering wheel, tapping away, and yeah, I feel fairly confident that I'm not distracted by the camera. I'm keeping an eye on the car coming up behind me, overtaking, so on and so forth. Sticking strictly to the speed limit, of course. I wouldn't dream of exceeding the 70-mile-an-hour speed limit we have here in the UK. He will. Used to have one of those. I liked my Audi, actually. In case you're curious as to what I'm driving, if it matters, it's a Honda, and it's actually a Honda Accord, which was I bought it for economy reasons, and I do a lot of miles, probably cracking on towards 20,000 miles a year. To me, that's a lot of miles. So I bought a diesel. And yeah, I think it's the right decision. Although when I bought it, I'll just show you this, it's in the glove box. Can I reach it? Sorry, that's my ear. When I bought it, my friend thought it'd be really funny to give me a flat cap to wear whilst driving it. Inclining that you have to be an old man to drive one of these cars. I actually think it looks quite good. So I wear it back to front and try and make it. No, my name is not Samuel L. Jackson. I can't pull that one off. So yeah, thank you, Kevin and Katrina, for sending that to me when I bought this car. Very funny though. Very funny indeed. If you see why I'm touching the screen, I'm getting notifications come through the phone. Note to self: put it in airplane mode when you're videoing on your phone, because then you won't have to worry about all the notifications coming through. So yeah. It feels strange not having music on in the car. If you ask me what my choice of music was, rarely do I listen to CDs actually, because I still do a little bit of work on the radio, and I love radio, so I tend to listen to the radio most of the time, and I flip between channels. If I had to pick a favourite, despite working for Heart currently, I would suggest it's probably Radio 2, but at certain times of the day. There are certain presenters that I don't like. I'm not saying I'm better than them or anything like that. Just, I think everybody has their own personal opinions. So yeah, I listen to that. I love Chris Evans. It's very populist, and it's not good sometimes. It's not cool or trendy to like populist stuff. But he's just, even though he's an incredibly wealthy man, done very well for himself, I think he's a bit of a man of the people. He's very relatable, and I admire his style. He's obviously a family man. He's been through some stuff in his life like you wouldn't believe, and yeah, he's come out of it, and now he's, despite having a fleet of Ferraris, which I think he's sold now, and donated all the money to children in need, but despite having all the trappings, I still think he's a pretty down-to-earth human being. So yeah, enjoy listening to his stuff. It's funny though, because even though I work for Heart is aimed at a female audience. So when I listen in the mornings, sorry about Caroline, I tend to listen to Talk Sport at the moment. It's my thing of choice, my radio station of choice, and that's not because of the presenters, that's because I like sport. And you get that 24/7 because it's called Talk Sport. So yeah, if you ever want that fix of sport, I tune into that one. So yeah, quite often listen to that one in the morning. It's Radio 2 in the kitchen. That's definitely my wife's domain, not the kitchen, just she has that on, then turn over very often. So that tends to be that, and yeah, that's my poison, I suppose. I did mention I sometimes listen to audiobooks as well. I do love a good audiobook, but I'm not a fiction kind of person. I'm strictly factual. I love a good autobiography. I've listened to and read quite a few autobiographies. Reading is generally something I do on holiday. I tend to just listen these days. I've got an Audible account with Amazon, So yeah, I tend to listen, and I do like a good business book. Although I see the value in some, but most of them are just people trying to benefit and make money. But if there's someone I respect, I will read their book. Some of you may have heard of a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a very well-known guy on the internet for social media terms. Runs a big agency in New York, and he's got a great story behind it. But yeah, listen to 2 or 3 of his books now. I've just realised how cold it is in here. It may be getting on towards summer, but yeah, I've got the aircon on and I'm only wearing a t-shirt. But yeah, I listened to his latest book, which was, actually I read Jab, 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 Right Hook, but I've just listened to his one, which is the Ask Gary V show. And the good thing about that is you can flick it on and listen to it any time again. And there are a couple of sections where you can hit the bookmark thing and go back to it. So yeah, I'll probably listen to that again at some point in the near future. I've actually stacked up a few credits on my Audible account at the moment, so I've got the opportunity now to go and download, I think, about 3 or 4 more books. And they sometimes offer a 2-for-1 thing. Costs £7 a month, and you can order 1 book for free. And most books are, £15, I suppose, these days in audio format. So I think that's quite good value. And when they do the 2-for-1s, it's incredibly good value. And when you do as many miles as I do, you get the opportunity to listen to these books. So yeah, definitely, even at my mature years, have got into YouTube recently, which is why I think, I want to get on this. I want to start doing regular vlogs, but I go to bed without fail at the moment, and it'll change because my pattern does change, but without fail I go to bed every night and I watch 3 YouTubers at the moment. One of them I'm a little bit ashamed of. That's Mo Vlogs. He's a guy who's based in, I think it's Dubai or somewhere in the Middle East. I think he's brought up in Britain, and he just vlogs his daily life about cars. And there's a bit of a mystery about it because you don't know where he's got his money from. He drives a Mustang. It doesn't seem to work. He's taken a year off. But yeah, I watch it, curious, quite like it. He's very open. He's quite geeky, I suppose. But yeah, so I watch Mo Vlogs. I also watch a guy called Roman Atwood. Now, some people don't really like him because he's known for doing pranks, but I don't really watch his prank videos. I just watch his daily vlog. Now, he's a father. He's got 2 boys, got a girlfriend he lives with. The second child is his girlfriend's child as well. So I don't know why they're not married, but they live in Ohio, which is kind of like Northern America, which sometimes gets really cold. And he just does cool stuff. Hangs out with his kids, mucks about with his kids. I love the fact that he's very much fatherly based. He's very much younger than me, but yeah, so I watch Roman Atwood, a very genuine guy, very positive guy. That's what I like about him the most. He preaches all this positivity, and I actually think that's quite a good thing. So that's good. I'm not sure why this Jeep's overtaking me and then slowed down, but yeah, maybe he just thinks it's weird that I'm talking on the phone. Now he wants to come over, and I'll let him in, and now he's not coming. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Roman Atwood's another one I watch. And quite a well-known guy online, certainly on YouTube. He won YouTuber of the Year at the recent Shorty Awards. It's a guy called Casey Neistat, who's a filmmaker who now, for probably the last, he must be getting on for about 14, 15 months, has been doing a daily vlog. They're normally between 8 and 10 minutes long, and he has raised the bar. His editing skills are fantastic, and he'll often be up till, I know, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning editing that day's video to publish it the next day. It's just incredible, the effort he puts in. Yeah, he's a very interesting guy. Doesn't seem to worry about walking around New York holding a camera and talking into it, and he actually holds quite a big camera on a tripod, on a gorilla pod. If you've not seen him, go look him up. Fascinating guy, and yeah, very, very honest. And I think that's sometimes difficult. I think I'm going to find that difficult to be honest on my vlogs, basically because my family, I don't want to expose my family to this. My family don't really like that kind of stuff, although my stepdaughter loves YouTube. She's got her own YouTube channel, so yeah, she does it. But my wife wants to be a bit more private than that, and I absolutely agree with that, and I totally respect that. So yeah, we'll kind of see how open and honest I feel comfortable being. I am definitely wear your heart on a sleeve kind of guy. I'm not the sort of person that holds stuff inside. I like to get everything out. So I will tend to put this stuff out there, but if it's hugely private and none of your business, I'm not going to tell you. Simple as that. But generally speaking, I tend to be quite open. So yeah. And I'm not going to, I think some of the videos on my channel will be informative about social media, because that's what I do for a living. Maybe a little bit about the radio side of things as well, because I still do the odd radio show every now and then. But generally speaking, I want to do vlogs about everyday life. I don't want to force things. I don't want to make anything that's false. I just want to do vlogs that are about my daily life. Sometimes they'll be quite interesting, and sometimes I'm sure, like everybody else, thinks, why would I do something like this? Because who's going to watch it? I don't know who's going to watch this. I've got something in my mind about who I think my target audience is. So I guess I'm going to be producing content for that demographic. Because I think there's a demographic that no one's targeting right now. Otherwise, why would I do this? Trying to be a little bit unique. But yeah, it's going to evolve. It's going to be different, hopefully, and hopefully enjoyable. So I'm just entering my hometown now. Come off the dual carriageway. I'm trying not to commentate on my driving. Right, nearly home now. Sun shines in my face, which is beautiful. And yeah, you can see the roads are getting a bit bumpier because I'm on my local estate now. So yeah, that's possibly going to be the first video I put up on this vlog. We will see. It's definitely an experiment, because I need to do some filming in car on Monday. Today's Thursday. So I'm definitely going to use this as an experiment, and that's not going to be a vlog. That's going to be for a client. And I'll leave that dangling, so to speak, for the time being, because it's a project where I'm going to be filming and they're going to be using it. Oh, sorry, mate. Thanks. So yeah, I should have let that guy through. So yeah, I can't tell you what that is just yet, but then by the time I posted this, it may not be relevant. We will see. Right, pulling up into close now. I'm going to say goodbye. I think most people have some kind of sign off on YouTube, but I haven't figured one out yet, so see you later.